Hey guys, I just want to say before this video begins that if you haven't seen the first part, check it out right now to get in context with the second part. And don't forget to check out my Twitter and my Discord, all in the link tree in the description down below. Anyways, on with the video. In any case, Becky gets ready for a training with Miss Power. During the training, WordGirl talks to Miss Power about her attitude towards the other villains.
But first, let me ask you a question. Do you think any of these criminals feel bad about constantly interrupting your life? And do you think they care that you have to drop everything in your personal life to go and chase them around?
Well, I never thought of it that way.
Well, you should start.
I don't know about you guys, but this scene gives me so much Omni-Man vibes. This is because on the one hand, on the surface, it does sound like supportive advice. It's like a mentor trying to encourage their student to seek for danger. But on the other hand, it also has the feeling of over-authority, where someone feels like they're better than everyone else.
Even if that was true, you're a Viltrumite. Okay? You fought off an alien invasion, saved the country from an asteroid. This is beneath you.
Well, anyways, WordGirl and Miss Power have now stopped Suck this evil sandwich making guy. And before you ask, yes, he does have a sandwich for a head, and no, it's not expanded upon. They go into Two Brains' origin story, the fact that the energy monster is a teenager, and one of the best villain relationships since Megamind and Roxanne in Megamind, Lou and Lucy in Despicable Me, and Heidi and Grim Gloom in that TV show I'll maybe get to, but has no real reason why Chuck has a sandwich for a head. Apparently, he's a strong one because in the two-part episode, A World Without WordGirl, we see that without WordGirl stopping him, Chuck could potentially rule the world. Anyway, Miss Power tries to encourage WordGirl to insult Chuck, and ends up doing so. She feels good about it and ends up doing the exact same thing to Toby.
Yeah, you have a goofy haircut. And bad clothes. And you're afraid of your mommy. You're a ridiculous villain, Toby. You always have been.
That was rather harsh. I seem to have suddenly lost all my vigor for this fight.
I don't know if it's less funny or more funny when you realize that he's actually in love with WordGirl. So then Becky realizes that she missed an activity with her dad, and it's here that we start to see her attitude change with her family. She starts to be uncaring and unsympathetic towards her loved ones, and it all leads up to her taking out her aggression on Bob, her sidekick.
I don't care what you think, okay? Why would I listen to you anyway? You're just my sidekick.
What the fuck, bro?
So after that moment, WordGirl tries to talk with Miss Power. Miss Power obviously tries to reassure WordGirl, but she's still on the fence. They then hear that Dr. Two Brains is robbing the jewelry store, and obviously they put a stop to it. Dr. Two Brains then talks to WordGirl about her bullying towards others. But Miss Power puts a stop to this by threatening him to the point where he cries.
Don't you have somewhere else to be?
Are you serious?
Oh, no, don't worry about him. He can be a little cranky.
That's only because you let him. Me? Not so much.
Hey, put me down.
To be honest, I never really liked that guy. So, WordGirl stands up to Miss Power thanks to the help of her mom. And Miss Power, like Omni-Man, beats the ever-loving shit out of her.
I encouraged you. I listened to your boring stories. I taught you how to be a decent superhero. Without me, you were nothing.
It is at this time when we get to see this scene. For some reason, behind her bangs, she reveals to be part reptilian. They never really explain how or why this happened, but I do have a theory. You see, due to Soup 2 Nuts shutting down, WordGirl was predominantly cancelled. My best guess is that there was supposed to be another season where in one episode, Miss Power would make a return to settle the score, and will be able to go more in depth into where Miss Power actually came from. So WordGirl gets defeated and Bob comes to save her. Becky of course apologizes, and with the support of the narrator, gets her to apologize to her parents. Oh yeah, there's a narrator in the show, and he's pretty much the best part of this, and it's less because of his comedy and more because of his supportiveness.
No, I can't. I can't go home. I don't think I could face Mom and Dad. Not after how I treated them.
I encourage you to go home and see your folks. Trust me, they love you. Unconditionally.
So Becky apologizes, and the parents of course forgive her. Miss Power then breaks into the house and arrests Miss Bosford.
Jail? But on what charge?
Disagreeing with me. Now let's go.
We now get to the final part of the episode. Huggy shows Becky a book on those secret strategy and lexicon fighting, and he gives a good reason to why he didn't show it to her earlier.
that's nice of you to say.
Mind translating that?
Oh, yeah, he thought I was doing all right on my own. Now that's encouraging.
Anyway, Miss Botsford talks to the other villains while the dad and TJ tries to break her out. These moments alone show the Botsford family at their best. Tim, while being somewhat of a dumb dad, is still one of the most caring out there. But Sally is obviously one of the best mothers. During the show, she has shown herself to be strong, loving, and no nonsense all in one. It also helps that she also has a job as a lawyer, showing off her thinking and intelligence. So Sally uplifts the villains to stand up against Miss Power. It doesn't work out, but they gave it a good try. And fortunately, WordGirl comes just in time before Two Brains is killed.
I have to set an example for others to follow. I wasn't born on this planet, but this is my home now. And if you think you're just going to come down here and take it over, well, you're gonna have to go through me to do it.
Okay, let's put some better audio into this.
I don't give a shit about Viltrum, and I don't care if I live a fucking million years. This is my home, and I won't let you destroy it.
And so Miss Power is defeated by her own admission.
Because being triumphant actually means winning!
What?
No, it doesn't.
Oh yeah, it does. WordGirl taught me that just last week.
And so with Miss Power gone, the villains rejoice about how good of a hero WordGirl is, and WordGirl sends Miss Botsford home. And so the episode ends with the Botsford family hugging, triumphantly being back together again.
And so, once again, truth, confidence, and family triumph over a villain's ploy. You see? All it takes is a little encouragement, a little vigor, and that bullying behavior loses all its power. Don't be afraid to join us again next time for another thrilling but shorter adventure of WordGirl!
This 4-part special is a great representation of the show. Smart lesson, funny moments, great action, and sweet bits. This show, while not being completely like Invincible, it still has the right type of elements that makes this superhero show work. Now, if you excuse me, I have to wait to season 2 to watch what will already be in the comics.